Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban hailed as one of the best movies in the franchise. The movie succeeds in many ways, but today I wanted to discuss why it is one of my favorites, and how its camera work excels at storytelling. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is the third installment in the Harry Potter franchise. It follows Harry in his third year at Hogwarts, where he learns of a murderer responsible for the death of his parents. He has now broken out of jail and is set out to kill him. Harry must team up with his friends to uncover the mystery of Sirius Black. The movie is directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who is most notably known for his work on Children of Men and Gravity. Cuarón had to deal with the transitional period of the franchise, going away from the fun and wonderful world created by Christopher Columbus and transforming it into a darker and grittier world. This can be seen best with the movie's new visual style, camera work, color, and its feature of dark creatures such as werewolves and the Dementors. Alfonso worked closely with cinematographer Michael Serson, and together they created an atmosphere both scary, beautiful, and even funny at times. The film's camera is almost always on the move. You might not have noticed it on your first viewing, but if you go back and rewatch it, you'll notice that the camera is almost always moving, giving it a sense of curiosity, as if it were a character and could feel the emotions on screen. There are many examples of this in the movie, but for this video essay, we'll only be looking at two scenes. In one of the earlier scenes of the film, Harry's aboard the Hogwarts Express on his way to school. The trio find a cabin to sit in, but this is the first time we see a stranger on board, so immediately we're put off guard. The scene then continues, showing us the train coming to a halt. The atmosphere in this movie is already much scarier and darker than the previous two. The scene shows us the lights begin to turn off, putting our characters in a new scenario. One safe place, the place where the trio had met, now turned into a horror scene. Suddenly, we feel the dread overcome the room, and with everything freezing, the color turning more bluish gray. The camera showing us visually how our characters are frozen and frightened when someone boards the train. They've become petrified and scared to move. As they sit in fear, a cloaked monster appears in the cabin's window, with his cloak nearing the door. The film then shows us the monster entering the booth. It directs its attention towards Harry. The camera is shot from a low angle, giving us a sense that the monster is superior, compared to Harry's high angle, giving him a sense of fear. The camera swoops in as we get Harry's reaction, until the monster sucks Harry's life force out of him. The camera itself is also pulled back, being drawn to the monster. Until the mysterious man finally awakens and saves Harry. We end with a shot of the camera zooming into Harry's eyes, giving us a short look into his mind, hearing screams of pain, later to find out it was his mother. The camera is used exceptionally well in this scene, being able to show how the characters feel emotionally by using techniques such as camera movement, framing, color, and music, scored beautifully by the returning John Williams. Another example of effective visual storytelling is the scene in which Harry and Mr. Weasley are discussing the matter of Sirius Black's return. The camera follows Harry and Arthur around the Lakey Cauldron, as Mr. Weasley tells Harry that Sirius Black is out to get him. The scene starts off with Mr. Weasley dragging Harry away from everyone to an isolated spot with a poster of Sirius Black in the foreground. When people pass by, he decides to move again, with the poster now being in between them and all his friends in the background. Harry feels safe. Mr. Weasley continues discussing why Sirius escaped.
What do you know about Sirius Black, Harry?
Only that he's escaped from Azkaban.
Do you know why?
He drags Harry further and further away from everyone, until it is just them, alone, in a corner. When he tells Harry that Sirius is coming after him, Harry feels scared and trapped, shown by the claustrophobic camera.
That's why he has escaped from Azkaban. To find you.
And kill me.
The scene ends with the camera moving closer to Harry's face.
Mr. Weasley, why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
The scene transitions to Ron's rat, foreshadowing that things may not be as what they seem, as it is revealed later that Ron's rat was responsible for Sirius's acts. To round up this review, the camera in The Prisoner of Azkaban is one of the most unique and interesting cameras I've noticed. It is a very fluid motion, the composition is phenomenal. Some of the shots in this movie convey the character's emotions through framing, movement, and color. The film's use of framing is excellent due to the many techniques it lends itself to. For example, in this scene, the camera only shows us what the characters are looking at as they back up, only to turn around, revealing to the audience what the characters don't see, creating suspense. Another example is the use of bars, as we see Harry's life at the Dursleys, visually showing us how he feels trapped. The movie's use of color is fantastic, showing us when the characters feel safe compared to when they feel unsafe. The film transitions the franchise into much darker movies. And that simply does it. The movie is a cinematic masterpiece, a masterclass of cinematography, due to its unique camera movements, framing, and color. Thank you for watching this video essay about Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Have a wonderful day, everyone.